Christmas vlog. It's been a while. Camera's finally fixed, so I'm back. We have an early morning gym session now at 1:45. It's now about 12:30, so I just want to get ready, and I'm just straightening up my room before I come back and clean it later. Do not be fooled, I do not do that often. I'm not a making my bed before going to work kind of person. Also, that thing right there doesn't like it when I make my bed, so I try not to do it too often. But kind of just use that as an excuse, to be honest. But yeah, so let's get ready for gym. Alrighty, so this is a gym fit. So we're doing Lululemon top, Lululemon shorts. We're doing good old classic Converse. I know someone's gonna come and be like, don't gym in Converse. To be honest, I take them off most of the time, so I don't actually gym in them, which is fab. Did I forget to film the rest of the day? Actually, of course. You know, if this isn't... if that isn't what happens on these vlogs, I don't know what else does. But basically, we ended up going to B&Q. I needed to get some packing boxes, and Daddy needed to get some paint and stuff, because we're moving in a couple of weeks. But it is currently... what is the time? 8:30, and I need to take this face off now because I did in fact have a nap in it, and I don't think, I don't know, it just needs to come off now. Like, I'm not having it anymore, so let's go take that off because it needs to come off now. So we got ready. Sorry I didn't film it. I was on the phone with my friend Mia. I just wanted to show you what I've been using because I'm absolutely loving it. I bought this Dior Backstage foundation in shade 1N 2 weeks ago, and it is absolutely incredible. Like, it literally instantly became my fave. Other ones that I do like is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Skin Tint. It's also really good. Or the, I haven't used this in a while, the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Plumping Tinted Serum. Yeah, I have a few that kind of just like rotate, and then concealer wise I just use the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. I do have a few like the Glossier Stretch and the V Concealer in my collection. I just want to finish these before they expire. Yeah, and then powder wise I'm just finishing this. So this is the Glossier Wowder, and it's about like halfway, not even, yeah, it's there. And then this will keep your makeup alive forever. So I use this Benefit Professional. For blush, keep it simple, Dior Backstage 04 Coral, and the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow Duo. And then for brows, this is like kind of like a weird kept secret because I don't really tell people about this, but like my brows are always like cemented in place. And if you don't like a crunchy brow, then don't buy this. But the Ico Brow Gel in Clear is literally incredible. It's so good. Like, I don't know what they put in it, but like 24-hour brow setter could never. And then I haven't shaved today, but this is what my skin looks like. I feel like I'm more bronzed on this side than I am this side. No, I feel awkward. Yeah, that's basically what I do. And then I bought the new Morphe and Ariel brush collection. My god. That shit is so good. It's so good. So outfit wise, this is what we're looking like. We got Uniqlo corduroy and maroon shirt on. And I've got a Marks and Spencer just vest underneath. Lululemon pants. And then on running, I think this is the Roger Federer collection. Yeah, they're super comfy. But yeah, that's my outfit. Alright, so I left the house and I'm just at Heathrow now, fetching Amber. She should be here any second. Of course, my brilliant organising means that I didn't arrive here in time to fetch her, so now I kind of just have to... I'm in the car park. I'm just waiting for her to come out and maybe make an appearance. So we will see. I also got her some flowers because it was her birthday the other day, which was very cute. Oh, Shane, darling! I'm gonna get you something nice.
Oh, thank you. So cute. Thank you very much. How do you know I like lilies?
Say hello to the vlog.
Hi! Oh my goodness.
Okay.
It's fucking hot in here.
Yeah, of course.
Blimey.
It's fucking freezing outside. It's 6 degrees.
Yeah, it is. You look nice. Where are you going? Just to see your missus.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I saw you posted on your story. Look what I bought.
Yeah. Very nice.
I tried this Hourglass concealer foundation in Liberty, and it was literally amazing.
Is it the stick or is it the...
No, it's the liquid.
Oh.
Okay, I'm absolutely...
She's bougie this month.
Stop. Well, I was like, you know what? Let me buy myself a V-Day present.
Of course.
Oh, got to keep it a Yankee candle. Why did you post on your story last pic in this home?
Oh, no, they're taking all the pictures down the house because we're moving out on the 16th. Say it's been a while. So I am currently getting ready to go out. We actually moved houses in the process. It's been a time, guys. It's been a time. But yeah, I'm just getting ready to go out. So tomorrow, when I am at home for the first time in ages, we can sit down and have a chat about the craziness that has been life. I'm currently in my room where we have the best afternoon lighting, just full on sunlight, and we love to see it. So let's get ready and go out. Hey guys, what's up? So it's actually been too long, but it is Sunday, currently 3:15, and I'm feeling a bit down, so I thought, why not just put some makeup on and do some home chores. So that's what we're gonna do. I have my little bucket of everyday makeup here. And we're just gonna put some on, have a chat, and see how we go. I think I mentioned previously that like we had a lot going on, so I'm gonna chat about that. We actually have moved houses, so we no longer live with my mum anymore. Jessica and I and Danny live by ourselves in a little flat, and as you can see in the background, we're still busy furnishing it, making ours, but you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. So yeah, we were originally going to move into a flat that Jessica and Danny bought, but that fell through because of honestly so many reasons. But yeah, here we are. I literally am obsessed with this place. It's so nice. You know, we will, I think, show people around it eventually on the YouTube. But yeah, the first thing I went in with was my Vive Skin Nova. Yeah, and then we moved in and it was just a very hectic time because a lot of things fell through. So we were kind of, you know, in between places before we found this place. Yeah, when we moved in, I was really sick, like really sick. I ended up going to see the doctor. Like, I had an online consultation with a GP, and basically I had like 3 days to get it together. He prescribed me antibiotics, and he was like, if these don't work in the next 3 days, you will have to go to A&E. So that wasn't great to hear, but yeah, I was really sick. But I have recovered now, thankfully. So I'm feeling a lot better. And then I've honestly just trying to recoup from that, because it's like when you're working, when you're so sick and you're working, like to be at 100%, you need to be putting in like 200% effort. And then when you finally are like feeling better, you're so tired from constantly giving 200%, so you just have like nothing left. And that's basically what happened. So yeah, so I'm feeling a lot better now, feeling a lot better energized. I didn't do anything this weekend, I just wanted to chill. So yeah, I'm going in with the Dior Backstage foundation in the shade 1N. I've been loving this foundation, to be honest, like loads. I also, on the same day, picked up the Morphe and Ariel brush collection. Ariel brush collection from Selfridges as well. I just got the face pack though. I know that they released like just the face pack in America. I was really after that because I didn't want to buy the full set, because they only had like the eye set and then the full set here in the UK, and I didn't want to buy the full set because I was like, I'm never gonna use the eye brushes because I don't ever do eye makeup. So yeah, so I'm just buffing that in with the A24 brush. To be honest, I've just been working my butt off. I started a new job in February as well. Yeah, I work still the same company, just a different role. And that's been an interesting adjustment to get used to, just like a different pace of work, different type of work. So yeah, I'm gonna go with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade 2.5 Crumble A. For that, I'm going to take my Vive 119 brush. I actually have already done my eyebrows. I was supposed to go on a date today, but stupid me didn't check the trains and realized that there was no trains going from our station. There was rail replacement, so that was fun. So I have this Charlotte Tilbury contour one. I ripped the sponge off of it, and that was a fucking mistake, because now like it's literally like it leaked so much when it had the sponge on. So I thought if I took the sponge off it would leak less. Not the case. Like, it's definitely better, but it's still like not quite right, and that's the only thing that's like roughly convincing me not to buy this again. Because I've ripped the sponge off, it's like really hard to like dispense the product like evenly. It's also really hard to control the amount of product that comes out. Like, look how much came out. Like, it's just a waste because I don't end up using it. I just end up like wiping it away, and it's just like becomes a waste of product. So like on camera, like this looks like really harsh, but it's not as bad as it looks, thankfully. But summer's coming up, so I need something to fake a tan that I never ever seem to get anymore these days. But sorry if the lighting's changing. The sun is coming in and out, and I'm sitting in direct sunlight, enjoying and bathing. Do you know what I've been feeling lately is really like just lonely. I don't have a lot of like gay people in my life, in terms of like I have my sister and stuff, but not like a lot of gay men. I don't have gay friends per se, I assume. And it's just like, it can be a bit lonely, because it's like those are the people that tend to understand the struggles that you're like currently going through. And since I have none of those people, like it can get a bit lonely. Like, I don't know, I'm just tired of, you know, the way life has been going. And like, obviously I'd like to date someone and move on and not just like be in the talking stage. You know, everyone always says like, when you don't look for it, it comes along, and that fucking irritates me because babes, I've had a blindfold on forever. Like, there's not much more not looking I can do. And then they're like, oh, but you know, when it's the right time, it comes along. Like, shut the fuck up. Just shut up. Annoy me so much. I hate people that say that. Like, honestly, it just is what it is. So, if anyone's out there struggling with that, just know. Yes, I get it. Don't you worry, babes. I get it. I'm gonna take my Glossier Wilder in shade G11 to G12 to set this, and I'm gonna take my little Beauty Blender puff thing. I just think that like it's hard to talk about this because it's like very much your own journey, and like obviously everyone wants to say the right thing, but like it's hard to say the right thing when you don't really know what that person's going through. But I try and keep positive and not feel so alone, because like I am incredibly blessed in my life in terms of like I have an amazing family and I have really good friends that like support me whenever I need it, and like they're always down to talk when I need to talk. And they're probably honestly so sick of hearing this fucking conversation, because as well, like I speak to them about it, I'm just like, you know, what is going on? And they're like, you know, they say the same thing of like, it comes along when you least expect it. And I'm like, thanks guys, appreciate that. If I can give you one piece of advice is, it's my one piece of advice, I don't know. The world is fucked, honestly. Like for me right now, all I really do is just focus on my job and focus on my family really, because like outside of my job, like my family keep me so busy, and like I'm so grateful for that, because like, you know, imagine having a family where like you guys don't, like literally my family are like, my mom and that stuff have moved like 2 hours away from us now, so like obviously it's a bit harder to see them all the time, but like they still try and come down as much as possible, and like we talk all the time. We have like a family group chat that like we're always talking on, and yeah. I'm using my Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronzing Glow. So like I'm incredibly blessed in that sense. So like I always try to look at it that way, like I might be lacking in my love life, but I mean I'm incredibly blessed like from every other aspect of my life, so I'm not particularly mad about that. Like it definitely helps understand it, because like you can't have everything in life. So do I want to? Absolutely. Can I? Not always the case. And finally I'm just gonna go in with some blush. I'm just going in with the Dior 004 Coral, and I like this brush is the A22 for blush. Fantastic. It just like allows you to like blend so nicely. I did switch brushes because I just want to see if like this blush like I always use that. Ever since I got this blush, like I've started using it consistently. I've used that brush. I just want to see if I get a different effect with like a thicker, more denser brush. I mean obviously it would pack on more pigment, but like I just love how I love being able to like use a lot of product but it's not like super pigmented, just because obviously I'm not wearing as much makeup as like most other people that do wear makeup, so I tend to have products for a lot longer. So like when I get to use something up, I'm like, woo! Because like it means you can try something else that I have bought and haven't touched for about 70 months. And then I'm just gonna finish up with my Benefit Professional. Am I just putting on makeup for the fun of it? Absolutely. But coming back to our earlier topic, I think that from what I can see around me, from the people that I obviously am in contact with every day, everyone seems to be doing, well, seems to be feeling like really lonely. It's hard to like, you know, try and ask people for advice and like trying to ask people to like give you their perspective when they're dealing with their own struggles by themselves. I think that's one thing that I always like need to remember, is that I obviously want my advice from my friends, but like at the same time I need to figure this out for myself, because they're not always going to tell you the right answers, especially if you're in a space where, you know, like you want to hear a specific answer. So like for me, like it's always like, you know, oh, like I haven't dated anyone in so long, like there must be something wrong with me. Like most people will respond to that as like, oh no, there's nothing wrong with you, like, you know, it's just tough out there. And like, to be honest, the answer I really want to hear is, yeah, there is something wrong with you, like this is what's wrong. Because like at least then I could like blame it on something and I can fix it. Whereas now, like most people are just like, no one really knows like what to say to you, because like it is just really tough, you know. Sorry, this is what I do. I like fidget with my makeup until I'm happy with it again. I'm gonna take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Falls powder in shade 1. As good as it's gonna get. Yeah, there's kind of like an element of self-sabotaging in it. And it's obviously something that I need to work on myself, but I mean, that's basically what I've been doing the last couple of months, is just continuously working on myself, building new habits. Before the end of last year, I was really getting into my gym, and when I got sick, I obviously stopped doing it, and like I really struggled with it, because like I had made so much progress in like feeling confident in my body image. Like I was physically a lot bigger, because I had grown so much muscle and stuff. It was a shift in mindset, because I was like, I'm bigger, but I feel so much sexier in my own body. And like since I've stopped doing that, like obviously I've like lost some of that muscle, like you can see like my arms are not as big. My self-confidence really just took a hit, because I was like, again, like my body had changed. So it was like I'd just gotten used to one thing and then it changed again. And like in the complex of like trying to figure out like dating and like what I'm comfortable with, like when your body image is compromised like that, like you're already on the back foot, because you have to kind of be happy with yourself. And I think that in terms of my personality and like what I bring to the table, like I bring it. So like that's not my issue. I think like it's very much like placed on my looks and expectations. And like obviously like I don't want to sound like a classic victim complex thing where I say like, oh, the community places stereotypes on you, because at the end of the day, like I influence me, so it's hard. Like it's a hard battle, because it's like a continuous, like you have to break every normal way of thinking that you've ever been in. Like I look around me and like, of course I want to be like fit and buff and like stuff like that, but like that also isn't me. So it's like a whole like trying to find my own way in this situation. I don't like, at this point I think I'm just babbling, so I will end this conversation here. But if any of you guys feel the same in terms of if you're gay, straight, whatever, let me know down below. If you guys also want to talk about this, feel free to DM me on Instagram at Angus Stevens. Yeah, okay, let's go do some chores, honestly.